Hello and welcome to the 2024-2025 school year. I am Mrs. Golden and I am so excited for this year and to have your students, some of the students I have had last year. So I'm excited to see those returning faces. I am in my 17th year of teaching. I'm very fortunate to have my son in the building. He is a seventh grader. I have a daughter that is over at Stony and I have twins that are at Hucker. My husband also works in the district and we just enjoy hanging out together. And we also have a dog, Milo. If you do need to contact me at all, the best way to contact me is through email. I do have my email there. It's a.rochester.k12.mi.us. And then I will return your email as soon as I can. Students will be using Google Classroom this year. Please have them show you around Google Classroom. There is going to be a spot here you will see each week, and under that week is going to be the schedule for the week. So you will see that it has a weekly schedule and a daily schedule. So if they were absent or you're just wondering what they're doing, have them show you. We do journal jets. So we have to make sure that they're getting those done. I'll talk about those a little more later. The course does work on obviously the comprehension literacy. We go through the word recognition, vocab, a bunch of different things in order to get them reading and writing. So in the form of writing, we are constantly working on that development of improving their writing skills. That's why we do those journal jats weekly. And like I said, I'll go into those a little more. Students will need an independent mini book, so please help them get one of those. If you don't have one at home, we can look at the library at school. In our classroom, I do use a variety of seating. I have high top tables, low top tables, and I have different chairs as well for the students to accommodate those who might need a little movement or those who prefer like the traditional desks and those who prefer a little bigger desk. So I do have those options available for them. When your student enters the room, they are to place their phone in a box that I have in the front of the room. This is a cell-free zone, and so they will never need their cell phones. If at any time they do, they will know ahead of time, but we can do everything we need from the Chromebook. So when they come in, they will also place their Chromebook on the side of the room, and the reason for that is because I want to make sure that kids are attentive to the task we are doing and not feeling like, oh no, my Chromebook's right there. I really want to play this game. I really want to check on this. So Chromebooks will go to the side of the room. We also, and I've already been telling them, kindness. We want to make sure that we are respecting everyone. That's myself, that's the other students, and themselves. So any negative talk, I squash it. We do not talk negative in this classroom. We are positive. And I actually have a quote right now for this upcoming week that is talking about trying. And yes, you might fail, but that's okay. You learn from those and you keep trying. And so that's why we are positive and not negative here in this classroom. Grading, I do look at, or use the Rochester School grading system. I also use a point value for the assignments and tests and quizzes that are in this class. If a student is ever absent, they do need to come and see me like the next day. So the next day they need to come and see me. If they're at home and able to do any of the work, they can always check the Google Classroom in order to see what we did that day. And if they can work on it at home, awesome. Students are also expected to turn work in on time. So this is huge. We have got to get them to get their work done and turn it on time and be responsible for that, because when they get into the high school, we have to make sure we're fostering those good habits. So if you could please work with me on that, I would appreciate it. As far as our classroom rules, as I already stated, respecting the environment and everyone in it, including themselves, coming to class prepared. They are allowed to leave their language lives books in here. I have a spot for them to do that. So they just need to make sure they have their charged Chromebook and a pencil. And then I told them they could keep their folder in here. There might be times where they might have their vocab packet. They might have to take home maybe an assignment that they're trying to catch up on or something. But for the most part, things can be kept in the room, so they shouldn't really have to bring much. They need to make sure that they're helping to keep the class organized and clean. So they are always told, make sure you keep things tidy before you leave the classroom. Your area is, and then we'll be doing different activities within the classroom to try to help get them to engage, help get them to discuss different things, which is sometimes difficult, but we will continue to work on that. And then success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, what you are doing or learning to do. So I know some of the students in here, language arts is not their thing and they struggle. And so it's one thing that we're always talking about on how we need to look at it as we are trying to grow ourselves and our learning and strengthen those weaknesses, but then also look at our strengths and how can we use those strengths to help support those weaknesses. So we will continue to do that throughout the year as well. So let's have a great year. If you have any questions at any time, please reach out. I am happy to help. I know the students, we've had a fun first week, and I'm super excited to continue and see how the school year ends and how much